I'm ready too.
Miss Rebecca, I'm really excited because you have a book by the Gail Gibbons, okay? And I don't know if now she's like an entity, like if she's really still writing. I mean, she's been around a long time.
Or like a VC.
You know? Yeah. But what's really exciting about this particular Gail Gibbons book is that it's about
sharks. My friends, and if anybody has popped into any programs this week, or maybe even last week, maybe even the week before, you may know,
a lot of times.
You may know that I enjoy Shark Week. This week that we're in right now is Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. And I first encountered Shark Week with my dad when I was little. And Shark Week has definitely changed over the years for any of you super special grown-ups out there. But there's still some like neat shark shows. And also on the National Geographic Channel, because I don't want to give them the brush aside, they're in the midst of Shark Fest, which is 5 weeks long. I don't know why. Maybe because it's 2020, or because sharks are just awesome. And maybe I just never noticed that that's the way the National Geographic Channel does it.
I was looking at the bottom. I don't want to put anything on your head without your permission. I just didn't know if there's any shark things.
On my head.
But there aren't any shark.
I wouldn't want it on my head.
Things.
I mean, maybe I would. But
I mean,
a shark doesn't have.
I just didn't know if there was any like undersea stuff.
Like the guy in
there
the
isn't.
water.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm excited about sharks because I want to learn more about.
Because I keep mentioning that it's Shark Week and sharks, and Miss Ingrid even put a little minifig Lego shark with a minifig person in its mouth on my keyboard this morning, which I loved. Okay, friends, so I thought I'd read you about some sharks.
And that's new and updated.
Sharks, new and updated. Gail Gibbons. This is nonfiction, my friends. So I am telling you facts.
But those aren't real pictures.
No. They're like
an artist rendering
of sharks. Sharks. Sharks live in oceans and fresh water. They are fish. There are more than 500 kinds of sharks. There are small sharks, big sharks, and huge sharks. The first sharks lived more than 400 million years ago. 200 million years before dinosaurs even walked the earth. Most of them were only about 3 feet long. Later, sharks grew to be bigger. Some were enormous. One of them was Carcocles megalodon. Carcocles megalodon was about 43 feet long. That's super long. Miss Ingrid, do you even have a guess of how long 43 feet long is?
It's almost half a football field.
Wow.
Yeah, almost to the 50-yard line. 7 feet short of the 50-yard line.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Carcocles means rough tooth. Megalodon means giant tooth. It had very sharp teeth, about 8 inches long. That's long.
Dude, that is long. Oh my gosh!
Here's a ruler. This is 8 inches long. So
wow.
A tooth would have been this long.
Could you imagine having that go get a root canal on a tooth like that?
Can you imagine if my tooth was that long? Okay, I digress.
Crazy.
Sharks are not like other fish. Fish have smooth scales. Sharks' bodies are covered with scales called denticles that have sharp little teeth in them. Most fish skeletons are made of bone. Shark skeletons are not made of bone, but of a more soft, elastic material called cartilage. Touch your ear. The top of your ear, that's cartilage. That's what a shark's made out of. The caudal fin pushes the shark forward when it is moving back and forth. This is the dorsal fin. This is the second dorsal fin. This is the pelvic fins, or these are the pelvic fins, anal fin. The pectoral fins balance and lift the shark. So if you were balancing and you went like this with your arms. Sharks breathe by drawing water into their mouths as they swim. When the water passes the gills, it touches small blood vessels. These blood vessels take the oxygen from the water to keep the sharks alive. Unlike other fish, many sharks must keep moving to make the water flow over their gills. Sharks have 5, 6, or 7 gill openings on each side. See them? And there the water goes in and whoop. Other fish usually just have 1 gill opening on each side. This is a lateral line organs. Sharks have sharp senses that work together. They have inner ears. Their ears are tubes running under their skin to their skulls. They can hear distant sounds, even a heartbeat. On the other sides of their bodies are small canals under their skin called lateral line organs. They are sensitive to movement in the water and can help guide the shark to whatever it is that's moving.
Is that a hammerhead shark?
Looks like it.
There was a character that I don't remember because I don't remember the movies, but there was a character in the original Star Wars movies called Hammerhead, and we had that fig.
Really?
Yeah, we had that person.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was really cool. You can Google it. And he looked like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sharks can use electricity to hunt, too. All living creatures in the water give off small electrical signals. Sharks have tiny holes in their faces called ampullae. They pick up the signals that guide the sharks in the right direction. Sharks also have a very good sense of smell. They can tell the direction a smell is coming from, sometimes a mile away. Sharks' eyes are sensitive to light. They can see things underwater where light is often dim.
That's what he looked like.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sharks don't use their teeth for chewing, my friends. They use their teeth to tear, bite, and crush food. Most sharks have more than 4 rows of teeth. Their front teeth do all the work. When a shark loses a tooth, it'll soon be replaced by a new one. See? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You just keep cycling through. New teeth move up from the second row. They replace worn out or missing teeth in the front row. The teeth in the third and fourth rows move forward too. Different sharks have teeth that are different sizes and shapes. See, there's a bull shark tooth, a mako shark tooth, a tiger shark tooth, and dun-dun, great white shark tooth. Shark babies are born 2 ways. Some sharks lay tough, thorny, cased eggs on or near the bottom of the ocean. It takes a few weeks before the baby sharks chew their way out of the egg cases and swim away. Sometimes you find them on the beach. Other sharks develop from eggs inside the mother's body. Usually it takes about 6 months to 2 years before these babies are born alive. Shark babies can care for themselves from the minute they are born. The minute they're born, they are called pups. There's a pup.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine taking care of yourself from the minute you were born?
When did they start working?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just laze about the ocean. Well, I guess they have to work constantly because they always have to move and feed
That's
themselves.
true. Yeah.
Most sharks are not dangerous. Of the over 500 kinds of sharks, only about 30 species have been known to attack people. This rarely happens. When it does, it usually is because the shark has mistaken the movement of a person for the movement of a fish or something else it is hunting. The smallest shark is the dwarf shark. It is only 6 inches long.
Oh, that's a little sharky.
So it's just,
I wonder how big its pups are.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 inch? Sharks are different shapes and sizes. Ooh. Bull sharks are about 10 feet long. They are fierce and aggressive. They've been known to attack people who are swimming. Bull sharks are one of only 2 kinds of shark that can live in fresh water. On rare occasions, they are spotted swimming in rivers. Blue sharks usually live in deep waters. They migrate thousands of miles to have their babies and search for new food. Mako sharks can be up to 11 feet long and can swim as fast as 43 miles an hour. That's how fast a car goes when it's going fast. They can be dangerous. Tiger sharks. They can grow up to 24 feet long. They are often found in shallow water. Tiger sharks eat fish, seabirds, crabs, turtles, and even smaller sharks. They are one of the most dangerous sharks. The thresher shark can be up to 20 feet long. It has a very long, powerful tail which it uses to stun prey. It eats small fish and usually doesn't bother people. Nurse sharks often hide in underwater caves and reefs for long periods of time. They have strong, blunt teeth. They eat fish, shrimp, lobster, sea urchins, and crabs. Whoop! There they are!
Hammerhead shark.
Hammerhead sharks can be almost 20 feet long and are strange looking. Their heads are flat and shaped like a double-headed hammer. They eat fish, squid, crabs, and stingrays. Hammerhead sharks live in shallow, warm waters and have been known to attack people. Oh, there it is. Great white sharks are famous for being the most dangerous and fiercest members of the shark family. They will eat large fish, other sharks, and even whales. They have very strong jaws and hundreds of teeth, sometimes 3 inches long. There's the 3. So that's how long their tooth is.
It's not that impressive after we saw that 8-inch shark tooth.
Well, if it was up.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Each tooth has a sharp, jagged edge like a saw blade. The basking shark is very large and can grow to be about 40 feet long. It is slow-moving and generally harmless. It eats small animals and plant life called plankton. The basking shark likes to swim near the surface of the water, sometimes in large groups. The whale shark is the biggest fish that ever existed. It can be 60 feet long and weigh up to 15 tons. Although it is very strong and powerful, it eats only plankton and teeny tiny small fish. The whale shark never attacks people or even large fish. It swims slowly and lazily, usually just below the surface of the water.
I wonder if when you went scuba diving, it was the whale sharks that you were swimming
with. It was
with.
not. They were tiny.
Oh.
For many years, sharks have been fished and hunted by people. Before sandpaper was invented, people used shark skin to smooth and polish wood. Some Native American nations used sharp, hard shark teeth for arrowheads. Others used shark teeth for jewelry. Today, in some places, shark skin is used to make shoes, purses, and belts. Would you want a purse made out of shark skin? Also, shark meat is used for food. There is sport fishing, too. Some species have been fished and hunted to the point where there is concern about their survival. Sharks play an important role, like all other ocean animals. It is good to protect these mysterious and marvelous creatures and the sea in which they live. Scientists and people can learn a lot from studying sharks. To know about sharks is to admire and respect them.
You know, I have to say, I have a new admiration and respect for sharks. The only thing is, it seemed like it said most sharks don't bother people, but it was like everyone we learned about, except for the big giant ones, was like, mostly they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, but out of 500 sharks,
well, that's true, that's true.
only
I just wish they would have
40
thrown one in there that was like, this is dude and he won't hurt anyone.
Do you want to know some shark facts?
Yeah.
The whale shark lays the world's biggest egg. It is about 12 inches long. This is exactly 12
That's a
inches.
big egg, yeah.
The whale shark has skin thicker than any other creature's. It is up to 6 inches thick.
Thick skin. Talk about thick skin.
The dot pattern on a whale shark's back is unique, like a human fingerprint, and can be used by scientists to identify them. Wait, let's look at the whale shark. See those dots?
Yeah.
It's like their fingerprint.
So a whale shark probably isn't very good at committing crimes because if you can identify...
Friends, importantly, a person is more likely to be killed by lightning or a bee sting than by a shark. And that's not really likely either. Important! If you see a shark when you are swimming, slowly swim away from the shark toward the shore or boat. Remain calm. Don't shout or splash. Remember, you are in the shark's world. Don't swim towards the shark. The chances are the shark isn't interested in you and will swim away. If you are around other people when you reach shore or boat, tell someone in authority that you saw what you saw so other swimmers can be notified.
Do you know that book, The Great White Man-Eating Shark?
No.
It's a picture book.
No.
It's one of my favorites to do. It's awesome.
Do we have it?
Yeah, it's by Mahé.
Okay. Well, friends, that was Sharks by Gail Gibbons.
It's a great book. I learned so much about sharks. Thanks for reading that, Miss Rebecca.
No problem. I just find them kind of fascinating, and I will not tell you fibs. Sharks can be scary. They can seem scary, but it's even if something is scary, it's good to inform yourself about it.
Yeah. And here's another thing. There's never going to be a shark under your bed.
No, never.
Yeah, never.
Never.
Mm-mm. Or in your closet.
No.
Yeah. So you do have some sense that you're pretty much safe from sharks as long as you're not in water. Sharks.
Thanks, friends.
Bye.
Bye.